So you're using GenAI, probably trying to squeeze out those big breakthrough insights. But here's the thing. Almost everything you've been taught about how to do that is wrong. Flat out wrong. The way most people are using AI right now is fundamentally broken. We're all chasing a ghost. Think about what you see online. Every day, on forums and social feeds, people trade their little prompt hacks like they're passing around secret spells. Add a phrase like, act as an expert, or think step by step. And maybe, just maybe, the AI will suddenly unlock some hidden genius. But that's not how it works. That's just noise, because the real revolution isn't about prompts at all. It's about paradigms. Here's the truth. The exact wording of your prompt hardly matters. The syntax, the polish, window dressing. What actually matters is the paradigm you're forcing the AI to operate inside. Think of it like an invisible lens you drop over the machine. Change that lens, and you don't just tweak an answer. You completely alter the universe it shows you. Take Galileo. When he turned his telescope on the sky, it didn't just make the stars look bigger. It obliterated an entire worldview. GenAI is our telescope. But most of us, we're using it to zoom in on what we already think we know. We're not letting it reveal that the universe might be totally different than we imagined. So let's get clear. A paradigm is the operating system you load into the AI's head. The knowledge base doesn't change. What changes is what it's even allowed to see, connect, and give voice to. Prompt polishing is just rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Paradigm engineering is changing the course of the ship. One is surface. The other is revolution. I'll make this real with an example from my own company, deepfeedback.ai. We face the question every founder eventually hits. Who should buy our product? Seems simple, but it's also the question that determines everything. Your strategy, your pitch, your survival. So I ran that question through AI twice. Same system, same data. The only thing I changed was the paradigm. The first time, I used what you'd call a deductive paradigm. The AI produced a gorgeous 47-page report, stakeholder analysis, segmentation maps, strategic recommendations. It looked like McKinsey wrote it. It felt polished, it felt safe, and it was completely useless. It just reflected back what we already believed. Nothing new, nothing that changed the game. Then I flipped the paradigm. I forced the system into contradiction. First. And the answer that came back was brutal. You're selling an empathy-killing machine to empathy experts. It told me to stop chasing the researchers I thought were my buyers and start selling to their bosses instead. It hurt. It cut deep. But it was true. And that single insight changed the entire direction of my company. Remember, this was the same AI with the same knowledge. It didn't suddenly get smarter. It didn't uncover hidden data. The only thing that changed was the paradigm. One lens hid the truth. The other made it impossible to ignore. That's paradigm warfare. The deliberate act of shifting the worldview you force onto the machine. It's not a trick. It's a superpower. It's how you control not just what the AI says, but what it's even able to think. And this is where the stakes really are. Do you want the safe consensus? The AI that pats you on the back and validates what you already believe? Or do you want the uncomfortable truths, the ones that hurt, the ones that disrupt, the ones that actually break things open? If you want comfort, stick with prompts. If you want revolution, You need paradigms. So how do you do it? How do you actually push for contradictions instead of consensus? It's a four-step process. First, map the orthodoxy. Name the sacred, unquestioned belief in your field. Every industry has them. They're the things no one wants to touch. Second, collect anomalies. Hunt down the weird stuff, the outlier complaints, the strange data points, the little stories that don't fit neatly into the official narrative. Second, collect anomalies. Hunt down the weird stuff, the outlier complaints, the strange data points, the little stories that don't fit neatly into the official narrative. Fourth, formulate the dangerous truth. Let the discomfort speak. Articulate the contradiction that everyone's been trying to avoid. Now, I'll be straight with you. This isn't for everyone. If you just want your AI to nod along and echo your thinking, this isn't your path. But if you want to move past validation into actual discovery, if you want to build around truths that matter, not frameworks that feel safe, this is where you need to be. Because real breakthroughs almost never come wrapped in consensus. They come wrapped in pain. And here's the bottom line. Every time you type a prompt into an AI, you're making a choice. Either you're consciously picking a paradigm that lets you hunt for uncomfortable truths, or you're unconsciously accepting the default lens the system has already been built to use. And that default, it's designed for safety, for consensus, for comfort. The choice is yours.